takings in the month since all COVID restrictions have lifted in England were half of their pre-pandemic level. I mean, half. It's a similar story in the US. That's despite Marvel hitting us with this on the big screen.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes choosing between what the world wants you to be.
I mean, it sounds great, doesn't it? It's Black Widow, which is among one of the movies that was released after Freedom Day on the 19th of July. Fast and Furious 9 was another one. So what does it mean? What's in the future for our cinemas? Well, I thought, let's ask Van Connor from the OffScreen Podcast. He's with me now. Good afternoon, Van.
Good afternoon. And yeah, it's quite the conundrum, isn't it? But to be fair, what did you expect when, prior to all this for so long, we've had cinemas running at 50% capacity anyway. So you could argue that if that math was working out, they are kind of earning what they have been earning as much as they possibly could. Maybe people are still trained to that mindset is one option that keeps leaping to mind.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this. I knew you were coming on, and I haven't been to the cinema yet. And I've been sort of sitting on the fence, if I'm honest, Van, about it. And the problem is, I've got used to watching big titles at home.
There is that serious issue that's come about as well. Now, the studios are going to have to do a lot of work going forward in enticing customers back effectively to the cinema. Because you can call them audiences as much as you want, but ultimately they are customers of a product and service at the end of the day. You have to lure that business in. And if the customers are kind of now accustomed to having that product delivered right to the comfort of their couch, then that presents a serious issue. This is where, in previous times, the likes of Warner Brothers went seriously wrong by, unquestionably seriously wrong by simply saying, okay, our subscribers to our streaming platform get our new theatrical releases at the same time. It was a dunderheaded move because it acclimatized users of their platform to expect their products on their terms. And next year, when they convert back, as has been planned, to theatrical exclusives, that's going to prove very problematic, I think. And we are now seeing things like that.
Do you think there is a way back? I mean, for me, there are some films that you just have to see and get that big surround sound, that big screen experience. But do you think that cinemas can get back to where they were?
I think cinemas are like anything. They are contingent on the experience that they are providing, and that experience is the movie at the end of the day. And it's seeing the right movie in the right environment. And as you say, there are certain movies you want to see with the big surround sound, the massive honking IMAX screen, and the bone rattling bass coming through the speakers, and the comfort of an enormous leather recliner, with some sort of enormous bucket-sized cup holder. You just kind of want that experience.
Yeah.
I don't think you for anything. And to be honest with you, when we started having press shows again and they gave us the option, do you want to come to Central London and watch Fast 9? I literally could not leap at my phone fast enough to type was hell yeah, because I want to see that on the biggest screen. So I don't think I'm alone there. I think customers out there, audiences will agree with me. There are certain films that you do want to see. Marvel movies are a great example. Black Widow was the wrong movie for when it was released, I think. And it has suffered in many ways, as we're now seeing in the news with Scarlett Johansson and her lawsuit against Disney. There have been serious questions asked about how the studio handled that particular film. And that is not alone throughout this pandemic.
So for people like me, Van, certainly, because it kind of, it didn't disappear without a trace, but it didn't have all the Marvel sort of fanfare and, on everything, did it? We didn't, it kind of just, here it is, bye-bye. And then
what it was? With that specific one, Black Widow came out when we were all talking about WandaVision, for one thing. If it wasn't WandaVision that week, we didn't really care. And if it wasn't WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier or Loki, we were really tied into the Disney Plus thing, I think, at that stage. Yeah. Black Widow was just not strong enough to take our attention.
No, but how are the big screens? How are you going to tempt me back? What's coming up? Here I am, like prime candidate. I'm just sitting on the fence waiting for you to give me something to make me get off my armchair in my car and go into town and have the big IMAX experience. What's tempting me?
All right, challenge accepted.
All
okay,
right.
I'm going to try and appeal to a humanity on this one, and I'm going to beg you to save the James Bond franchise because they can't afford. MGM literally cannot afford to delay Bond again. It comes out in the UK on the 30th of September. In the US, I believe, and I think it's the 6th of October, maybe. And this movie needs to make $900 million before it can earn a profit. It has now been delayed and had that much spent. It needs, and bear in mind, MGM have not signed that dotted line with the Amazon takeover yet. So we need to save MGM. We need to save James Bond and Everything or Nothing Productions and the Broccoli family. Let's save Bond on his final outing, and all go. Provided the cinemas are feel comfortable in them, obviously.
I mean, save the Broccoli franchise because they haven't got a bob or two already, Van. I mean, if that's what you're starting out with, I don't know. And the other thing is, unfortunately, I'm not a massive Bond fan. So have you got anything else, Van?
Do it for Britain. I mean, everyone's depressed. Anyway, give us a positive British thing. It could work out.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Save Bond. That's what you're selling me. That's going to get me off my armchair.
That's what I'm selling. Absolutely, but you know what? I'm seeing Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the new Marvel movie. Okay. I'm seeing that on day evening on a big IMAX screen. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And just to be honest, like Black Widow, I just wanted to see a new Marvel movie on the big screen. I know that one wasn't that thrilling because we'd kind of seen it all done before, and it felt like a kind of obligatory sign off for Scarlett Johansson. But I really want to see Shang-Chi. I want to see Marvel do mystic martial arts. This is going to be great fun, and the trailer on a big screen looks incredible. I can't wait to see what this thing looks like.
Okay, so we've got that. We've got Bond. Are there any kind of rom-coms or anything like that coming up?
Well, rom-coms on an IMAX screen would be
Why not?
I can tell you, in the coming weeks, we've got some interesting stuff. We've got Respect, the Aretha Franklin biopic. Coming. That's a hot ticket. Now, if you want a reason to go and see something theatrically, surely you want to hear the soundtrack to the Aretha Franklin biopic on the best quality sound system imaginable. I should have led with that, shouldn't I?
You should have. Now you're talking.
Forget about Bob. Do it to Aretha.
Now you're talking. A musical icon, with surround sound coming in your ears. I mean, Aretha's going to do it. She'll get me out of my living room for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, me personally, I'm also looking forward to Candyman. I think that's next week. That's something I've been dying to see. Jordan Peele produced this. Nia DaCosta has directed it. She's taken over as the director of the Captain Marvel franchise, the movie franchise that's continuing there at the moment. And I'm really excited to see what they do with this. It's going to star Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as the new lead of this franchise. It's sort of a modern reboot of this we sort of forget was quite an acclaimed horror franchise once upon a time in the early
90s. Back in the day. Look, Van Connor, thank you so much. I love chatting all things films with you. Van Connor from OffScreen Podcast, thank you so much.